Good morning. Welcome to America's Home Cooking. I told you I was going to make hamburgers. I am making hamburgers today. I grated some frozen butter and I'm putting it on some rolls. And I'm going to show you today how I pack a hamburger so that it can be made, you know, the little bit that my sons will have to do. It's very little. But how you can pack it for lunch, where it's not soggy or anything, so it'll be nice. So I'm going to put some my butter's frozen, so I'm just sprinkling it on top of this. And believe you me, I'm hustling a bit. I'm running a little late from the store. I was going to show you how to stuff a breast of veal with spinach and mushrooms, but the butcher didn't have it, the store didn't have it. See, grating butter is so much easier than doing it the other way sometimes when you're in a hurry. And we're going to broil these. Remember, leave the door open on the broiler. You do not want to burn your house down. Let me clean my mess up. I did buy pork, veal, and beef together, and I am definitely making hamburgers out of it. I told you I wanted to try it. We'll just be adding salt and pepper because we'll get the flavor of the meat out of it to be different. You don't always have to use the same kind of meat for your hamburgers, though a lot of people do. They just use beef and nothing else. But why not? You know. But I am going to add extra pepper. Let me put this butter up. It's really hot today. We might see 3 digits. So move your shelf up to the top. Press broil, start, and then put them in. And leave the door ajar. Found out I have enough to sit there and make a cream cheese cake. I had bought graham crackers, so I look forward to trying that as well. Now before I use my grill, I'm going to oil it. And you've seen me my cast iron grill that I use on top of the stove. Okay, that's greased. Let's get some black pepper done. I have a little over a pound. Meat. I almost walked out of the store without getting this. I haven't even finished unpacking yet. using some wheat germ for the B vitamins and the minerals. We keep talking about it, you're probably saying, she goes crazy over this stuff. I can smell them. Oh yeah, they're starting to toast. Dang, I have no room in this kitchen. I'm always saying that, you must say. It's just I don't have a lot of counter space is my problem. See how fast these rolls toast? It does not take long. Now, something that you should know is if you don't get all your B's and minerals and protein and everything at the right time together, it interferes with your body absorbing the other vitamins and nutrients that you need. And as you do this over your lifetime, you find out that you end up with a lot of problems and medical issues come up. So I'm mixing it right now. So if you sit there and think I'm a bit crazy about doing it or something, a lot of people will start showing aging at 30. Other people will show it. They come in the world, they look old when they're a teenager. This is a lot of nutrients that are missing in the diet because they weren't taken at the same time. So I try to cover them all. Like today, I'm going to show you how I make lemonade. This afternoon, I'm actually going to go through the steps of making lemonade that I grew up on. And that lemonade is complete. It's not the instant one that's artificial flavors and sugar. It's actually going to be real lemons, and those who just squeeze the lemon and put sugar and add water, and that's lemonade. That's not lemonade either, because the way women made it before, it was much more nutritious. So when you had lemonade, you were getting everything, and I'll show you how it was done. That's how I grew up on lemonade. That's why I know lemonade. Am I pressing this a little hard? Yeah, because I am trying to work it all the meats mixture together with the salt. Well, this one's 3 4 5. My sons are gonna eat a ton. Now I have just about almost 1.25 pounds. You know, 25 grams of protein, and then an extra quarter, you see. So there's a lot of protein, and this is just in this meat. Though you think it's not, it really is. Like my sons say, Mommy, is that all you're going to give me? Yeah, that's all I'm going to give you. You don't need anymore. They're learning. So their eyes are bigger than their stomach can go, but they just think they should have to eat more. I'm going to try to level out 5 of these, and then we'll see if we can do it. Wait a minute. Let's just do it this way. Just about. No, that's just about. I'm having one. They're going to have 2 each. I already know they're going to have 2 each. Because that's them. Now, instead of having chips with this, or a starch, or potato chips, or fries, or something, you could sit there and serve fresh fruit with it. Like I said, you can make a fruit cocktail with cottage cheese. That would be added protein to it, plus they'd get their calcium and their A and D and stuff. But always remember that if you're missing one nutrient, it's a chain reaction. It's just like taking the letter L out of our alphabet. How many words are going to be misspelled and not be able to say? You say off instead of laugh. Off. You see? The same thing works with nutrients. If you're missing them, this is the problem that you're going to have. So you won't get all the nutrients that you need because it's going to interfere, because they all work together. So this is why you see me. I'll use salads in place of other things that I can do or make it work. I go in different directions trying to get everything I can as nutritious as I can. Like I made those peach muffins, but it was like eating cake, and I didn't get anything out of it. So I said, this recipe has to be changed. This recipe has to be made more nutritious. And then I know when my family has them, they'll taste better. And when you eat them, you'll be full. The more nutritious the food, the more your children and your family will eat less, but not at first. At first, their body's going to be hungry for everything that you're giving it, so they're going to sit there and they're going to say, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. It's like you never get out of the kitchen. And then finally, they level off. And that's what happens. I used to have a thing to flatten out the patties, but I lost it somewhere. I don't know where it's at anymore. Let me light the stove. Yeah, I know there's water on the match. I can hear it. No, I don't want to burn these, but I do want to cook them very, very nicely. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to add Montgomery Jack cheese onto them. I got sliced cucumbers that are pickled. I bought a tomato and lettuce to go with it. But these are going to taste different because we're using pork and veal and beef together. Just like I made those meatballs with buffalo and veal, I could not believe how good they came out. It came out really, really nice. Now, I have cast iron weights here. Now, you know when you cook them, they shrink up some. When you have these and you set it on, it'll hold their shape better. That's what people do. That's why they have it in restaurants. Or you see them pressing down real hard on them. That's trying to keep them in their size so they don't shrink up. And I'm also going to be using brown mustard on these, which is better known as full grain. Now I dehydrated cheddar, white cheddar, because you can buy cheddar popcorn, and I am going to try to make cheddar popcorn. I'm also going to show you how to make your own Rice Krispies. So there's a few things that you're going to be learning along the way, because women had to make cereals before. They didn't sit there and wait for the stores to do it. Just like when I make French bread, I noticed that the chips from where the cornmeal cooks, that's thin, it crisps up just like rice, just like cornflakes. So I've learned a few things, you know. If I could make that, I'd be happy. I know it's not hot yet. I'm gonna set them on and let them cook. Well, that one is. Back burner isn't? Okay, let's get the back burner up a little. Okay. You see? doesn't belong. So I've been thinking about cranberry eggnog muffins because those are holiday things that you think about. So I'm going to go in that direction. I mean, I go in all different directions. I don't stay put. Well, this is the cotton roller. So see, women made meals. They had to think about everything that they did. And now that we know about nutrition and so much more about it, it's not one thing that makes it. It's everything coming together at the same time. So I'll show you how to make lemonade the way I grew up having lemonade. And it really tastes much better than what you get the instant ones like that. And it just takes a couple of lemons. Don't worry, it's no new songs. These are old ones. You know, and when people get sick, I hear them. They're so frustrated that they can't eat what they want. But their eating habits brought them to the point where they're at. And that's, you know, they don't want to hear it. And if you do certain things and it causes certain problems, you can't blame anybody. So you have to listen carefully. And I have spoken to some people. And it's amazing how they turn my words around. I'm always shocked. I have barbecue sauce in that, and I can make barbecue hamburgers. I'm thinking about that too. But me, I'm thinking of everything quick now. So my thing is that how would barbecue sauce, and I know it will go well, but I'll say it, we will pretend, how will it go over venison? Or ostrich, because that's what I want to order next month is ostrich and, whoa, be nice. You see how they're holding shape? Cast iron does it all the time. If you have a cast iron pot, you can put it on too. Hey, whatever works, you know. That's how I look at it. Where did I put this? what I'm going to do with 2 of these, I'm just going to put mayonnaise and mustard on the rolls, and that's it. In a container, I'm going to layer the tomatoes, the onions, and the pickles and stuff, so it'll all be ready. And the meat will be individual. All what they have to do is warm the meat up carefully, put it on the bun, and then add the vegetables on top, and the cheese will be on top of that as well. Then they can put the hamburger together, and then it's like it's fresh. You see, that's how you do it. You have to be very careful when you do things like that. Oh, I gotta keep you here. So that's how it's gonna be done. So we have our protein, and we have our bread, and I added B vitamins into this to make sure that I covered for them. And I've got to get the lettuce and stuff out. I haven't finished unpacking. I just got in through the door and started cooking. Because this has pork in, I want to make sure I get it cooked. I don't want it so dry, but I can see the fat coming out. So I will be showing you how the pack went up very nicely. So if you want to see your loved ones with hamburgers, very simple. It's not soggy and you doesn't have to buy it. You can just do it this way. Believe me, I thought of many different ways of how can I get food from home to work with them. My husband was disabled, so after the service and stuff and all the work that he did finally caught up with him, so I didn't have to worry about packing for him. See how they come out? Alright, so I don't want to get burnt. You don't want to burn me. Let's do this. Brown them up a little more, and that's it. By using these weights, you see that they hold their shape better. They're not puffed up in the middle. Now, for people who don't have it, the professionals say make an indentation into the middle, and that'll prevent it. I've done it. It doesn't really work that well, but you can try it. I guess I didn't dent it enough, but they say if you do that, you can sit there and prevent them from balling up. But I found these work much better. And I have used the bottom of the frying pan too, to put it on it. And then you put these on a plate.
Oh, you got the ground meat?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you didn't tell me you did. thought you didn't get it.
I told you I was going to get it.
Oh.
This is the 3 meats we're making today, and I'm showing them how to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and get one packed up so you can see how to pack these. Oh, give me a minute. Okay. Getting these different sizes is really nice. Okay. Dang, I am going to run out of room. Okay, let's get this over here in another cutting board. Now we're going to leave the lettuce whole, because if you sit there and you try to chop it and put it on, it won't stay together, because remember, we're packing this. And we're actually going to, you're going to need a large tomato. You don't want slices, a bunch of slices on it. You only want one slice, so they'll stay more together. That's the whole object of this. So the only thing he'd have to warm up would be the meat. Sandra, this is the wrong knife. Bread knives or sargated knives are what you cut tomatoes with. Because see, the tomato is moist. It will make the bread too soggy. My mayonnaise is pretty dry, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, in a container, no, I'm going to use this container, sorry, this container, put a slice of tomato. That will be going against the meat, you see? Oh, I can eat this. I haven't eaten, so don't say anything. We're going to need an onion. No, we're not. We're going to slice this onion so you want onion rings. So I'm not cutting it in half. So you're going to thin slice this. Now see, I know I'm packing for for 2 sandwiches, so I will definitely separate one with wax paper. But next, what you're going to add where the tomato is, you're going to add some onion. Just like that, very simple. Next, I don't know if you have this, but I am going to add pickled cucumbers, or you could use sweet pickles at this point. I'll show you. You see how it's all being layered? Next, what we're going to do is put lettuce on top of it, and then we're going to do another layer for the second hamburger. Now, if you're rinsing your lettuce, you're going to have to dry it before you put it there, or you're going to have a problem. This is how I pack lunches. My mother taught me. Remember, a lot of this was taught to me. It wasn't something I just came up with off my head. Women had to make food count. So that's what I'm doing, is making the food count. Now you're going to put the lettuce on top, just like this. Now that's for one hamburger. If your husband eats one hamburger, you're lucky. The males in my house can eat 2 to 3 big eaters. All of us. We are all big eaters. Now this is going to separate it. You see? I'm going to push it in like this. Put the tomato. Put the onion. Oh wait, I'll show you what we're going to do with the cheese. And put your pickles, or if you have sliced cucumbers that are pickled. You see, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put the lettuce on it. Okay. There, we have everything that's going to be going on to the buns right here, except for the meat and the cheese. We're going to put a lid on it. All right, we've got that done. Put it on the side. You have to let them know that everything's already here for them. Where am I going to put it in here? Oh, God. Well, it's going to have to stay here with me. I don't have any room right now. All right, this is for ours, so I can put this over here. All right, the buns, we're going to put them in another container. They're already done. So we put them in here. This is the only thing that's going to have to be warmed up. And not even that long. Because if you overdo it, you're going to mess them up. You've already seasoned them and everything else, so you don't have to worry. They're done. That's number 2. All right, we have to get the cheese ready. Need the other container. Okay, where is my little container? Okay. Because this, you're not going to be able to heat the cheese up and broil it. What you have to do is grate it. I'm using just leftover Montgomery Jack that I have. I also have some Swiss if I have to. Now he has the cheese to put over and on his hamburger. See? You have everything for him. You just have to let the buns cool, put some mayonnaise on them, or put mayonnaise in a container and let him put mayonnaise on them. But you can see it's all adding up to a nice meal. Even raw vegetables go good with hamburgers. It's not always chips and fries. Cheese is melting. So I might put the mayonnaise in a small container and I'll send them with a spoon or, a knife I mean, so he can spread it. And he will have everything at his convenience. And he has to warm one thing up. And that's how I pack lunches when I think about them. So let's get the mayonnaise in a container. Am I in good spirits? Yes, I am. I have a butcher who's going to try to get me breast of veal, so I'm very excited about that. In this little container, the mayonnaise goes in. The only thing that's on the rolls is mustard. So by all means, I would recommend for you to get these containers. They're really great. And see, he has 2 rolls in here. I'll seal it up. His lunch is pretty much packed except for getting the water and the coffee going. See, he's got everything he needs to enjoy his meal. Don't go anywhere, guys. Let's put you down here. No, please can sit down. And that's how you pack hamburgers for your family. So don't always think of the same thing, chips and sodas. You can sit there and actually cottage cheese and fruit goes excellent with this. Raw vegetables goes great with. Even a salad, believe it or not, would go very nice with the hamburger. Now, if you wish, you could make a potato salad which will go nice with it if you have other vegetables and stuff to counteract all the starch that you're getting, because the starch is also in the rolls. But anyway, I'll see you later and we'll learn how to make lemonade the old-fashioned way. So take care for now. Bye-bye.